State in royal blue across the chest, blue numbers in the front and the back. Arlington Baptist, navy blue uniforms and navy blue shorts, white numbers in the front and the back. It says Patriots in small, bold letters across the chest with white stripes down the side of the shorts. Our officials tonight, Marshall Harris, Reggie Eggins, and Ernie Miller. Marshall Harris, the head referee, will throw it up in midcourt as Bryce will jump it up against the 6'4" Zach Eldridge, and it's actually won by the Patriots. And the Dallas Arlington Baptist Patriots will go from our right to our left-hand side as we're underway here, as this is game number 7 this year for the Rams, as they are 4-2 on the season. Rams match up man-to-man defense, shot clock at 18 seconds. Here's Josh Green, right-hand side, gets the ball picked. He'll now dribble the top of the key, fire a 3 straight away, hits the front of the rim, and Bryce rips down the board and will give it the outlet pass to Coleman. Coleman quickly into the front court, dribbles with the right hand to the top of the circle. A hand off to Nixon Hughes. He'll drive and dish it over in the corner to Gilchrist. He'll drive into the lane. Up top, Coleman. A little hesitation move. Now kick it out to Nixon Hughes. But the Rams reversing now. The far side, Lennox. 15 to shoot. Rams being patient. They feed Bryce inside. What a spin move. Goes right by his man to his left and lays it up and in.
That was a beautiful move there.
Reggie Bryce has shown us the athleticism in the low post at 6'8", very athletic. He's only about 195 pounds, 200 pounds maybe. Now driving into the cup down the left-hand side. A runner is no good by Marcus Anderson, and Bryce gets his second board.
Early on, we're seeing exactly what we were talking about. The Rams are not forcing the tough shots. They're actually getting some good looks by the Patriots, and they really need to clean it up.
Here's now up top of the arc, underneath Nixon Hughes. Lennox back to Nixon Hughes, trying to give it inside to Reggie. He's got the pass inside, and goes right to the cup and lays it up and in. Bryce has got a 4 or 5 inch advantage over anyone down low in the post.
Really, it's a huge physical disadvantage for these Patriots. I mean, you look at the floor, huge size differential, and the Rams are really taking advantage of it early on.
Arlington Baptist down 4-0 Angelo State, nearly 2 minutes into the ball game. Right-hand side, a freshman Rod Reed off a ball pick, goes down the lane to the hoop, missed a runner, and again, he had good penetration there. The Rams let him go right to the basket, but he's off balance. Now Gilchrist goes down the lane, a handoff to Bryce. Coming down the lane, missed a runner, but rebounded by Coleman. A shovel pass up top to Lennox, right corner down to Gilchrist. Inside the Bryce, little quick turnaround jumper, rolls in for Bryce. He scores 6 quick points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, they're just giving it over and over to Reggie Bryce, who has scored 6 in a row just like that for the Rams. 6-0. Reggie Bryce leads over Arlington Baptist. Up top, the arc, here's Josh Green driving inside. He'll kick it out in the far corner to Anderson, who double dribbled. And Anderson seems a little bit befuddled by that call. The Rams basketball.
Well, they're really taking advantage, like I said early on, of this size differential. And Reggie Bryce, the recipient of a lot of attention down low, and he's really taking advantage.
Up top, here's Nixon Hughes backing down to the high post, right elbow. Right corner now to Keenen Coleman. Nearly carried the ball. Spins to his right in front of us, and lost the dribble out of bounds. You can hear Ernie Miller, the referee, saying blue. This ball goes back to the navy blue of the Patriots. First turnover in Angelo State.
Well, you got to be careful with your Rams. Listening to Coach Reich there in the beginning of the game, talking about this is almost a guaranteed win for the Rams. You can't overlook this team. They are playing physical. They're playing with a sense of urgency right away, and they're getting some good shots off.
Here's a shot inside by Green, no good. Another follow, no good by Arlington Baptist. Rebounded by Angelo State. Gilchrist will drive in, right corner to Coleman. As he crosses over his man, shoots a fadeaway 3 and hit the front of the rim, hit the top of the backboard, and bounces off, no good. Not the shot the Rams are looking for there. Rebound by the Patriots as they will sit up now, still scoreless at the 16:45 mark in the first half. 6-0 Angelo State. Here's a fadeaway jumper, good. Foul line extended by Marcus Anderson, and the Patriots are on the scoreboard. 6-2 Angelo State. 16:30 to go until halftime. Rams basketball. Lennox left-hand side of the corner. Up top, Nixon Hughes. He'll drive on Anderson now to left elbow. He picks up that dribble. Over to Gilchrist. Cross-court pass nearly stolen into Lennox's hands, who fires a 3-ball, no good. Bryce had the rebound, cannot squeeze it, and grabbed by Arlington Baptist. So Patriots basketball. Walking the ball across the timeline is Reed. A lot of freshmen on this team. In fact, most of the team is freshmen. They have actually only a junior and a sophomore on the squad. There's a 3-ball by Reed, no good. Grabbed by the Rams. Gilchrist, long pass up the floor to Coleman. Dumps it off left side to Lennox, who lays it in. He's fouled, and it counts.
Boy, Joey Lennox really reminds me of Jason Capono, the former player out of UCLA. Can shoot the three ball, but also get physical down low.
Well, that's some old school there, Jason Capono. Showing your California roots, aren't you? 8-2 Rams lead. Timeout on the floor. 15:54 left to play in this first half. Rams up 6 over Arlington Baptist. Back after this on 1260 KKSA. Back here in the Janelle Center, Jeremy Bryant, Ben Ely alongside with us at courtside, and back on the station is legendary Rams baseball player Travis Lights, now officially a has-been. 15:54 left to play here in this first half, and the Rams lead 8-2 over Arlington Baptist as Joey Lennox converted a layup before the timeout on a 3-on-2 break by the Rams. Now was a foul before on the shot, I should say. Misses the free throw. Rebounded by the Patriots. On the floor for the Rams, it's Javade Keene-Gilchrist, Joey Lennox, Keenen Coleman. 2 new Rams have come in. Dakota Rawls, a true freshman out of Bront, 6'5" forward. And also it's Lorenzo Freeman, 6'8" post for the Rams out of Trenton, New Jersey. Patriots are trapped the far side. Anderson picked up his dribble, gives it off now to Bryce Jackson at the top of the key. Now between the circles, guarded by Rawls. He'll pass the ball on the near side of the green, drives baseline, down the baseline, runs over Lennox, who's called for a blocking foul. Josh Green has that right shoulder wrapped up from the top of his shoulder to about halfway down his right bicep.
Well, and right there you see the blocking foul called on Lennox. Lennox is a guy who really will stay in there and try to take the charge almost every time.
And maybe the best on this Rams team at taking charges. So a foul on the Rams, first of the game on Joey Lennox. Fouls on the floor. Arlington Baptist basketball. Here is Reed going down the lane, runs over Rawls. Rawls trying to step in there and take the charge, and he gets the call. And Reed is slow to get up. Reed, small guy at 5'8", but he can elevate. And good job by Rawls to slide over and take that charge.
Looks like he's favoring that right wrist. Looks like he's going to be able to play through the pain. Dakota Rawls, actually, funny story. The first time I got into any form of sports broadcasting, I did public announcing, and it was actually one of his high school playoff basketball games.
That's right. Over at Bront. Here's now a shot above the foul line. Good by Keenen Coleman from 17. That was, I guess, here in the Janelle Center, right?
That was here in the Janelle Center.
10-2 Angelo State Rams, now over Arlington Baptist. 14:50 left to play here in this first half. Reed, a little nice crossover by the Patriots guard. He went from left to right on Gilchrist. Now he gives it in the far corner. A 3-ball by Green is good.
You know, you just got to take that. King Gilchrist did get a good hand in his face, playing good defense. It was tight. You know, you can't do anything about a good shot.
There's only about 6 or 7 folks here from Arlington Baptist. They're very loud, though, in that far corner. Now a 3-ball no good by Coleman in the near corner, rebounded by the Patriots. Racing down that far sideline into the front court is Reed. Over now to Green. Freshman guard from McKinney. He's double-teamed, trapped the pick and roll, a feed inside the post. Eldridge and missed a short runner. Rebounded by Coleman. He goes all the way coast to coast, down the floor to the cup, and had his right-handed layup blocked. But a foul is called. And be 2 shots at the line for Keenen Coleman.
And boy, did they miss Coleman. I mean, really, he's just such an effective player, really energetic, a huge spark for the Ram team. And right there, you see it demonstrated on the fast break, getting down. Did not get the layup, but did get the harm. And now he's going to the line, going to shoot 2.
No hoop, but the harm is at the line. It's Keenen Coleman shooting 2. And the first free throw's up and no good. Coleman this year at the free throw line is shooting 67%. Actually, the Rams' free throw percentage not bad as a team. Third in the Lone Star Conference at 72% going into tonight's game. 14:07 to play in this first half. 10-5 ASU playing ABC, Arlington Baptist College. One more at the foul line for Coleman, and he misses both of them. Loose ball chased down by Freeman in the corner. He's double teamed out now behind him, the Xavier Chargot. Backup guard had just checked in. Back inside Freeman. Turnaround Jay is good in the baseline from 7 feet out.
You love having a player like Lorenzo Freeman. Always in there, always trying to get the rebound. Very physical player, and he does a lot for your team.
Lorenzo, if the Rams can be successful this year, need more of an inside presence from him. Here's a 3-ball near corner, no good by Green. Rims around, there's Freeman with another rebound. And it's Angelo State ball. Up top, it's Freeman. Going down the lane, took a couple big steps, missed it. Tip in, try no good by Coleman, and grabbed by the Patriots, Zach Eldridge. So it's Arlington Baptist basketball. 12-5 our score. Fred Reich says, let's go. Let's extend that man-to-man defense. Get up on him. Up top, here's Anderson driving on Chargot. Driving across the lane, picks up that dribble. Chargot hounding him. Now a hand off to Green. Going down the lane will feed Eldridge, who fumbled the ball. Now goes up and lays it in over Lorenzo Freeman.
Active defense there by the Rams. Just not able to block the shot, but they had a hand in every face of every Patriots player who tried to get in there.
Now Chargot inside, kick it out left corner. It's a 3 by Lennox, and it's good. Joey Lennox, first trifecta for him tonight. He had 4 threes on Saturday in that comeback win over Southeastern Oklahoma. Rams up 8, 15-7. Right corner now, new player that just checked in, Miles Valentino. He'll drive baseline to the basket and draws a foul. Yeah, I think it's on Lorenzo Freeman. It is. That's his first and team second. And it looks like we have the mascot here from the Grove Apartments. I wondered what that was. Couldn't tell if that was a mistletoe. It's red, green, and white. Looks kind of like if you know the United Blood. But Gilchrist missed an easy one. It goes back to ABC, the Patriots.
Well, it's been a cruel rim so far for the Rams, and right there, especially on that last shot, you see King Gilchrist get what was thought to be an easy look. He was about a foot away from the rim and could not drop that one in.
So Arlington Baptist basketball, Rams have not scored now in over 2 minutes. 8-0 run by Arlington Baptist. Now here's Anderson, got a backdoor pass, missed a short jumper halfway into the lane, rebounded by the Rams here. And so it's now Gilchrist driving down the lane, throws an alley-oop to Reggie Bryce, who tips it in with the right hand.
What a beautiful play.
Reggie Bryce has just pretty much done whatever he wants inside for the Rams. He already has 8 points. Bryce scored the first 6 of the game. Left corner now, Green will fake a 3, drive baseline into a double team, and lob it inside the Eldridge, who missed a chip shot. Rebounded by Bryce. Off now to Gilchrist. Rams going to run here. Gilchrist behind the back. Goes around his body with the basketball. Give it over to Nixon Hughes up top of the circle, being hounded by his man Green, who's called for a foul. Nixon Hughes may be pushed off, but Green got him first.
Well, you go back to the alley-oop just a minute ago, and that's something that you love to see out of a team like this. That lets you know that they're developing that team chemistry for being such a new team, really, and having a lot of new faces in this program.
So it'll be ASU basketball now. Rams lead 17-16. We have 10:06 to play in this first half, nearly at the halfway point. Up top at the foul lines, Coleman goes right by his man, zips right by him, and missed an uncontested left-handed layup. A lot of easy shots missed by the Rams here in the first half, but the Patriots turn it right back over. Anderson got a pass in the far corner near the Rams bench, had his back heel on the out-of-bounds line, and it goes back to ASU.
I had a sense of deja vu there as Coleman missed that shot. Looked like the same thing that King Gilchrist was going for just a couple possessions ago.
And so now it's ASU basketball. 9:45 to play. Gilchrist picks up his dribble just inside the arc. Right-hand side, nearly had a 5-second count. Up top, Dakota, downloaded Nixon Hughes, spins baseline, now waits, goes up, and lays it in over 2 Patriots.
That's always a good sign. You want to see one of your leading scorers, put some points on the board for you, try to break the Rams out of this slump that they're in.
19-16, Rams now up by 3. Trying to come back from an 8-0 run by the Patriots. Driving baseline in traffic, going up amongst 2 defenders is Bryce Jackson, who draws a foul, and he'll shoot 2. A couple of final scores in high school basketball. You have the first ever Doug McCutcheon Memorial Basketball Tournament this weekend with 16 teams across Texas here in San Angelo this weekend. A lot of ranked teams, the top 20 in the state. San Angelo Central would win big tonight. The Rams of Del Rio came to San Angelo tonight and lost to the Central Bobcats 73-52. Reggie Sutton had 23 points. Bobcats are 5-0, and they play Euless Trinity tomorrow in the Doug McCutcheon Memorial Tournament. First free throw good, second one also good, and this Arlington Baptist team doesn't miss free throws. Bryce Jackson connects on both, and the Rams now lead by 1, 19-18. Driving inside, here's a kick out from Coleman to Lennox, and he hits a three in the far corner. Joey's second trifecta of the game.
Oh, you love to see that. Joey coming off the bench and immediately contributing, getting up the three-point shot, his second of the game. The Rams now seem to be getting a little bit of a groove going on this offensive side.
Rams picked up that time full court. Jackson drives in, waits, now shoots it over Lennox and drains it from 12. Tell you one thing, they can shoot the ball. They can all these guys on the floor for Arlington Baptist can shoot the rock. Rams up 22-20. Neef Nixon Hughes driving inside will feed Bryce, who missed a slam dunk with two hands on the baseline on the right-hand side. Now an open three by Jackson on the way is good from the left wing. And like that, Arlington Baptist is up by 1, 23-22 over Angelo State. 8:20 to play in this first half.
Well,
go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say it's good to see Coach Reich letting them play through. It's not calling a timeout here.
Gilchrist now penetrate, goes down the lane, and feeds Nixon Hughes, who's open inside, and Nixon Hughes lays it up and in for the Rams.
I think it means a lot when the head coach invests a little bit of confidence in his team, lets them play through the struggles and develop it on the floor.
Rams up 1 now, 24-23. Check. Freshman from Dallas, back up forward. He missed a shot inside, rebounded by Bryce. Up the floor now, right corner, it's Coleman. He'll look at a three, drive baseline right by his man. Give it across lane to Nixon Hughes. Head fake now. Nixon Hughes goes up, puts it in. He's fouled, and it counts. Anif Nixon Hughes gets the bucket +1 and a timeout on the floor. Angelo State 26, Arlington Baptist 23. Back with more Rams basketball after this on 1260 KKSA. Back in the Janelle Center Stevens Arena, where the Angelo State Rams have struggled tonight. You look at the stats, Ben, and the Rams are shooting 46%, but they have, both teams have taken care of the basketball. The Rams have 17 rebounds. Arlington Baptist has 11. I think, but the thing maybe stands out, they've hit 3 threes. They've hit all 6 free throws, says ABC, and they're shooting 37%.
Well, I think you said it best. The Patriots can really shoot the ball. The Patriots are rolling dice a little bit here, and how appropriate, seeing that the Arlington Baptist campus is actually the site of the former Topo Hill Terrace Casino.
There you go. So we're rolling the dice. I got it there. Now a steal by Keenen Coleman, a half court off the full court press. He penetrates, goes down the paint, and draws a foul. Blocking foul called on Marcus Anderson of Arlington Baptist. So the Rams put on the full court press there, and it worked as they get a steal off the half court pass.
Yeah, tight, stingy defense. Can't complain about that one. It worked out.
So at the foul line, it will be Keenen Coleman shooting 2. Coleman again averaging just over 20 points a game in the first 4 games of the season. He missed both games last week and had a hip flexor. In fact, actually missed the Paul Quinn College game. So he's actually missed 3 games in a row with a hip flexor until tonight. Fred Reich said he's still trying to get back into shape. Could have practiced for a few days. He makes the first of 2 free throws. Coleman out of Flint, Michigan. We have a lane violation on the second free throw. Now, if you know your basketball, remember the 2000 Michigan State Spartans when they won the national championship. They had the Flintstones with Mateen Cleaves and Morris Peterson, Mo Pete. All those guys are all from Flint, Michigan. They're the town that's known for the high school hoops. Rams now up by 5, 28-23. Here's Eldridge up top of the circle, left corner of the green. 7:25 to go until halftime. Rams up just 5 points over a team they're expected to really rout tonight. But so far, Arlington Baptist keeping it close. Now Anderson picks up his dribble. Lob it up top. Deep from the basket is Valentino, about 10 feet behind the three-point line. He'll drive it inside the arc up top straight away. Now shot clock at 3. Right wing Anderson alone. Deep 3, no good. Bryce, another rebound for the Rams. Outlet pass now to Gilchrist. Long pass up the floor, knocked out of bounds by the Patriots into the Patriots bench.
Well, that last three-point shot, he was about 4 feet outside the three-point line, but he still got off a pretty close shot, really.
Reggie Bryce now has 7 points, or 8 points and 7 rebounds. Here's Coleman, try to spin on his man, got cut off up top to Gilchrist near half court. Little shovel pass beneath Nixon Hughes, dude penetrates into the lane, and he traveled. And so the ball will go back to Arlington Baptist.
Rams doing their best to follow up the performance by the Ram Bells yesterday as they defeated Texas women 67-48. That was a Texas women's team that was 4-0 going into that contest. So a big win there by the Sally Brooks squad.
Right, Bells get their first win in the conference play last night. Here's Valentino trying to throw a pass inside, dump it to his post. Eldridge got knocked away by Coleman. And it'll be ASU basketball underneath. Arlington Baptist basketball underneath the baseline. Now here's Lorenzo Freeman checking in for Reggie Bryce. With 6:34 to play until halftime, Rams in front by 5. A lob up top of the arc, it's Green. Right-hand side now to Jackson. Lennox on him up top. Valentino, he'll fake a 3, look to penetrate. Can't. Nixon Hughes cuts him off. Now Green launches a long, deep 3, in and out, no good. Freeman the board. And the Rams come back in transition. Gilchrist zigzagging his way, goes down the lane, runner off the glass, no good. Freeman had the board, could not grab it. Valentino now with it. It's a 3-on-2. He'll go down the lane, run over Lennox, and that's a charge. Miles Valentino did not like that call, but he's called for the charge.
We said it earlier, Joey Lennox, one of the best in the business at taking the charge, and he does it here.
Maybe a situation now where the Rams may be playing down to their competition a little bit here in the first half. 6 minutes to go until halftime. Rams up 28-23. Nixon Hughes up top of the arc. Right corner now comes to Gilchrist. Back inside the Nixon Hughes. He spun to his baseline side and dribbled the ball off his foot out of bounds.
I think every bad break possible is going against the Rams right now. You've seen the missed dunks, the missed layups right there. Ball off the foot of one of the players out of bounds. Things getting a little bit sloppy for the Rams. They need to clean it up.
5:47 left to go until halftime. As the Angelo State Rams are up by 5. Here's Green going down the lane. Double pump shot, no good in traffic. Freeman had the rebound and lost it out of bounds. He'll stay with ABC, Arlington Baptist. And so be Patriots basketball. Angelo State shooting 44%. Patriots 33% here in this first half.
You got to worry about this setup here. The Rams defender is putting his back to the inbound.
And call a foul before the inbounds pass was thrown in against the Rams.
We've seen it so many times in ESPN highlights where a player will inbound the ball off the back of one of the players and get it himself, collect it in, and put up for the basket.
5.5 to play until halftime. Inbounds to Valentino, shoots a long, deep fadeaway over Nixon Hughes, no good, but another foul is called. That initial foul a moment ago was on Joey Lennox. Now the Rams pick up a 7th foul on Joey Lennox. That's his 3rd personal. Valentino is fading away. And Lennox just grazed him. Now the free throw by Valentino is no good. First miss of the night at the foul line by Arlington Baptist. This is the game which the Rams are hoping to get guys like walk-on Kevin Harper some playing time and some other Rams who don't play much. It's not been the case so far. Valentino makes 1 out of 2 free throws. ASU up by 4, 28-24. Here's Coleman, right-hand side of the key, up top to Nixon Hughes. He'll drive right in the lane. Right corner, it's Gilchrist. Pulls up, baseline jumper from 15, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Arlington Baptist. Gary Howard got the rebound. Up the floor now, going in down the lane. A runner no good by Josh Green. Grab of the Rams, Zach Jones. Up the floor to Coleman, who throws it down hard with his right hand. And the Rams take a 30-24 lead. Keenen Coleman, boy, he took off from about 8 feet away.
We have liftoff.
Rams up by 6. A quick timeout now by Clifton McDaniel before any of the crowd could get into it. 5:07 to go in this first half, and finally a little life there by the Rams.
A little bit of life, but you worry about a couple things. One, Joey Lennox having to go to the bench with 3 fouls. You know, he is a spark plug for this team. But it should be interesting to see the young freshman Justin Walling get in here. He's a local out of San Angelo, Texas. I believe he played at, was it Lakeview?
At Wall.
Wall, okay.
At Wall Hawk. And, of course, he's also the nephew of head coach Stanley Brooks.
I did not know that.
There you go. See, I'm here to teach you, Ben.
You are an infinite pile of wisdom. Pile was the best word I could come up with there.
See, you're smarter than I am. I don't even know what that means. So it's Rams basketball on the floor. It's Javay Keene-Gilchrist, Justin Walling. Keenen Coleman had just had that dunk a moment ago. Lorenzo Freeman and also Hanif Nixon-Hughes. 5 minutes to go until halftime. Rams up 6. They've led by as many as 8. Patriots ball. Valentino trapped in the pick and roll. Throws the ball away. Intercepted by Freeman. Down the floor, it's Coleman. Look out below. Slam! Jam with his right hand. Boy, again, he just quickly got down the floor and threw that one down with authority.
And before that, beautiful ball movement by the Rams, picking up the steal, getting it down court, a couple passes, and you have a dunk, 2 points on the board.
Another timeout by Clifton McDaniel. He is not happy with his transition defense. And the Rams now lead 32-24. And the Rams basketball tonight here on 1260 KKSA and being brought to you by Taco Bell. Try the party pack at Taco Bell. You get 12 crunchy tacos for just $10. It's the party pack at Taco Bell. Think outside the bun.
Well, this is what you really need for the Rams. I mean, it's been a much tighter ball game than they thought it would be. But here you get a couple dunks, kind of get the crowd into it, get the team a little bit excited, and they're starting to gel.
Also, a final score from that Doug McCutcheon Memorial Basketball Tournament. Lakeview Chiefs lose tonight to Granbury earlier this afternoon. It was Granbury 53, Lakeview 46. Chiefs now 3-2 this year. They play tomorrow morning. So there we go. 4:40 left to play until halftime. And it's Arlington Baptist basketball. Left-hand side, deep in the corner. Where the ball is Bryce Jackson. New players checked in now. Kelly Wise just came off the bench. 6'2" freshman from Colleyville, Texas. He's got the ball up top of the arc. Left corner now driving down the baseline's Howard. He'll throw it inside. Now up top, Anderson, a long deep three. Straight away, it's good. 4th three of the game by Arlington Baptist. Here's Coleman, right corner. He looks to shoot. Dribble rocker move. Now he drives down the baseline. Whips the pass up top to Walling for 3. No good. And grabbed by Arlington Baptist. So it's Arlington Baptist basketball. Under 4 to play. Down by just 5 to the Rams. 32-27. Fred Reich sitting back in his chair. Arms crossed. And now he's up, and he's going to make some substitutions. Does not look very happy. Here's Wise up of a ball pick from the right side. Nearly traveled. He'll feed Howard down low on the post with his back to the basket. Up top, Anderson goes right by Nixon-Hughes, and he's bumped and fouled. And it'll be 2 shots for Marcus Anderson, and timeout is called. 3:36 to play in this first half. The Rams have a 5-point lead over Arlington Baptist. 3:36 to play. Rams up 5. Back after this on 1260 KKSA. .336 to play in this first half. If you're just now joining us, when you saw who's on the schedule tonight, you might have thought the Rams would be up by 20, 30 points. Instead, it's a 5-point cushion for the Rams, 32-27. 3:36 to play. And the Patriots, Marcus Anderson, who's had himself quite a first half with now 10 first-half points, makes the first of 2 free throws.
Well, the Rams are doing their job on the defensive side. You know, the Patriots are only 8 of 24 shooting, but they're finding a way to still get points on the board and make this a tough game.
Rams have missed a lot of layups and missed some slam dunks. They're shooting 45% despite that. Both free throws were good. Patriots are making their foul shots, though, 8 for 9. Here's Rawls, who caught a long cross-court pass Inside the Freeman, hooked his man, spun around him, and he's called for a foul. Yeah, he used that right arm to hook his man, go around him to the lane. Lorenzo didn't think so, but it's a foul on him, his second.
Well, such a subtle foul, really, but it makes a world of difference when you're playing in the low post. And the official caught Lorenzo there.
Patriots have actually led in this first half a couple different times. They can tie it with a three-pointer here. Anderson up top of the circle, guarded by Walling, and they throw the ball away. He's trying to throw it to the right of Jackson. Jackson cut the other way, and he throws into the Rams bench. And that is turnover number 6 on Arlington Baptist. There's Rawls up top of the key, drives in, kicks out right corner. Coleman fires a three ball, and it's good. Keenen Coleman with that three. He's got 10 to lead the Rams in scoring. Rams back up by 6, 35-29. Patriots basketball. Backdoor lob to Wise inside the Eldridge. Shoots it over Freeman. Jump hook's good. He's only 6'4", but a quick little move to his right side by Eldridge. His first bucket of the game.
There was a huge size differential there, but just using his head, making a smart play, getting the shot off and putting it in.
Keenen Coleman going one-on-one. Now feed Freeman inside. He's double teamed. Back to the basket. Now puts the ball on the floor. Whips it out to Shargo goes down the lane. Shargo missed a runner, and now he grabs his own board, tied up by Anderson. Jump ball belongs to the Rams. The ASU ball with 2:16 to play in this first half. Both players slammed to the floor, grabbing that loose ball, so they're going to clean up that wet spot. As Angelo State, we mentioned shooting not horrible here in the first half, but they have turned it over 7 times.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm baffled. I'm baffled at the score because the Rams not playing poorly. They are playing a decent defense at times, and they're making good work on the offensive side, but you've seen a couple bad breaks go their way, and that really has been the difference in this game.
And the other thing, too, they do have a +6 on the boards, but really should be more of an advantage to a Rams team that's much bigger than Arlington Baptist. Inbounds pass into Coleman. He's tied up by Anderson again. And this time the arrow goes to the Patriots. So back-to-back jump balls. And this, I think, is also a classic case of a team that is heavily favored playing down to the competition.
Yeah, definitely. That was what I was saying earlier, is that you expect the Rams to win, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They have to make sure that they do just that, win. A team like this, in the Patriots, would love to come out of here with a victory. It would probably make their season.
Here's now Anderson driving down the baseline. Missed a little finger roll in front of the rim as 2 Rams altered his shot. Rebound by Shargo. He'll go down baseline. Mid-range jumper pull-up is good by Xavier Shargo. His first basket. Rams up by 6, 37-31 over Arlington Baptist. The Patriots now the Association of Christian College Athletics. Anderson drives to the foul line, right-hand side of the green. He goes down the lane. Ball got swiped away by Bryce, picked up by Eldridge, and he puts it up and in. Eldridge gets those tough garbage baskets for the Patriots. Back to a 4-point game. Justin Walling inside Bryce, double, triple team, turnaround jumper's no good. Gets his own rebound, but he's called for a push-off inside.
Once again, we see the bad breaks just going against the Rams there. I didn't see the foul. Not questioning the official's decision there, but once again, bad luck on the Rams' part. They need to clean it up.
And that's 10 fouls now in ASU, so it'll be a double bonus. And it'll be 2 shots at the line for Zach Eldridge. So Eldridge has 6 points this first half. 6'4" forward who plays down low in the post. First free throw, no good.
Looks a little bit like Andrei Kirilenko.
Except about 5 inches shorter maybe. And his second free throw, no, but a lane violation on the Patriots.
Oh, I was looking at the hair.
Oh, the hair.
Oh, the hair.
He's got that Justin Bieber look to him, doesn't he?
A little bit. It's surprising. He's playing like a man, even though he has mild boyish looks.
Minute 10 to play in this first half. Rams up 4. Here's Coleman slashing down the lane, split a double team, and goes all the way to the hole and lays it up and in. And Keenen Coleman, glad to see him back in a Rams uniform after missing 3 games with a hip flexor. He's got now 12 points. Here's a steal by Walling. Down the floor to Coleman. Look out below. Slam. Dunk with the right hand. A little tomahawk as he turned his body around and threw it down. His third dunk of the night for Keenen Coleman. Coleman's got 14. Rams up 8. Right corner is Marcus Anderson with it. Anderson dribbles up top of the circle. Ball got another poked out from behind. It's on the floor. We got a scramble for it. Rawls had it. He can't grab it now. Anderson had it. Now we got 3, 4 bodies going after it. And finally a timeout will be called. They called a couple jump balls a little bit ago. They let this one slide, and there's a scrum for a loose ball down there. Timeout called by the Rams at 27.4 seconds left.
I was going to say I was very shocked that the officials did not blow a whistle on that one. Finally heard the whistle, but it turned out to be a timeout. Letting them play.
And so Fred Reich will use a timeout here. Rams still have 4 timeouts left in this ball game. Will be turned off. The Rams can hold it for one last shot if they choose. Rams have matched their largest lead up by 8, 41-33. We'll be back here on Saturday as the Rams take on St. Mary's. The Rattlers, who rattled the Rams last time they played them a week ago and beat them by 22 in San Antonio at the River City Classic last weekend. Very good St. Mary's team on the Heartland Conference. That'll be Saturday, 6 o'clock tip-off here in KKSA, 5:45 pregame here from the Janelle Center Stevens Arena. 41-33, ASU on top by 8. Rams basketball, 20 seconds left. Here's Rawls up top of the arc. Angles to the right, a handoff now to Coleman. They run the weave to the right-hand side. Walling's got it now. The Rams overload the right side. They're going to go one-on-one. Coleman one-on-one with his man Wise. Down to 7 seconds now. Coleman walks up, crosses over his man. A tip pass, right corner, Walling for 3. It's good. Keenen Coleman nearly lost control of the dribble, just kind of tipped it with his right hand. A perfect pass to Walling, who connects on the 3. A nice little momentum swing by the Rams there before halftime.
Oh, Walling, one of the guys benefiting from playing a team like this, getting more playing time than he's used to, and taking advantage there, dropping in the 3 right before halftime. It does a lot to carry that kind of momentum into the locker room, an 11-point lead.
So at halftime, it's Angelo State 44, Arlington Baptist 33. We'll take a break, be back with more Rams basketball after this on 1260 KKSA.
Adjustment to get you accustomed to what Arlington Baptist is running.
All right, so the Rams here in the second half, it'll be their basketball. Yeah, in that first half, Keenen Coleman at 14 points for ASU. Reggie Bryce got off to a good start. He had 8 points, 7 rebounds. And, the Rams came into tonight's game only averaging 71 points a game. Of course, this is not the caliber of defense they usually will face in Arlington Baptist. But they still possibly can score maybe triple digits. They'll have to get the offense going, though, in the second half. Starting the second half on the floor for the Rams, it will be the same starting 5 as the first half. Javea King-Gilchrist, Anif Nixon-Hughes, Joey Lennox, Reggie Bryce, and Keenen Coleman. Rams ball going from our right to our left here in our AM dial. Here's Gilchrist up top of the circle. A handoff down to Nixon-Hughes. Joey Lennox, so feed inside. Bryce goes strong to the cup and lays it up and in. Reggie Bryce was not going to be denied.
No, and that's how the Rams actually started the game. On 3 straight possessions, we saw Reggie Bryce get the ball and play very physical down low, put points up on the boards. The Rams need to get back a little bit of their bread and butter and start utilizing that play a little bit more.
Bryce 10 points, Rams up 13. Here's Green, nearly got caught up in the air. Now gives it to Anderson. He goes down the lane to the basket and lays it up and in over 2 Rams on a high arcing teardrop off the glass. Rams basketball now. Here's Gilchrist up top of the arc. Left corner, it's Keenen Coleman. Stares at his defender. Now gives it to Gilchrist in the near side corner. He'll drive down the baseline. Got cut off by his man. Pivot, spins. Nice bounce pass to Reggie Bryce inside, but Reggie fumbled the ball out of bounds. Bryce, I think, thought he was shoved a little bit.
Yeah, I think he did. It's the right idea. At least they're trying to get the ball down to Reggie. It's not going to work every time, but if they can continue to do that on an effective level, I think we'll see the Rams really pull away here in the second half.
All right, so 1 minute into the second half. Rams up by 11, 46-35. Ball controlled now by Arlington Baptist. Up top is Jackson given up top of the arc to Anderson. He'll back in the dribble out between the circles near half court. He's guarded by Lennox, left inside the green. He'll get a ball screen, dribble off that, slashing down the lane, right corner, an open 3 by Reed is up and rolls in. That is 5 trifectas tonight for Arlington Baptist. They've cut the lead down to 8, 46-38 Rams.
Well, that's also 5 unanswered points for the Patriots. And this is not the kind of start to the second half you want to see for the ASU.
Now Nixon Hughes drives right, spins to the middle of the floor in the lane, and he's tied up. Jump ball called. It goes to the Patriots. Zach Jones quickly in now for Reggie Bryce. Fred Reich not happy about Reggie's defense that last trip down the floor as he takes him out. Arlington Baptist basketball. Up top of the arc, here's Jackson, left wing down to Reed. Reed looking inside for their big guy, Eldridge. Wouldn't say big guy. Now there's a reach-in foul on Coleman with a hand check on Josh Green. He gets called for the foul. First foul on Coleman of Angelo State.
I thought that call was actually going to be against Green. It looked like he pushed off a little bit with the left hand. Didn't get the call, though.
46-38 now. Rams are on top by 8. Arlington Baptist, believe it or not, has had a couple leads in this game. Here's Reed going down the lane, swooping to the basket. A finger roll's good. The 5'8 guard amongst the trees puts it up and in.
And that makes it 7 straight points for the Patriots.
Now Javay King-Gilchrist coming down the lane. He'll kick it out to Lennox, right wing to Nixon Hughes. Zach Jones wants the ball inside. Now they'll give it to him, but a little bit too late. Ball got deflected to Lennox in the far corner. Rams reset, 20 to shoot. Coleman right-hand side, a little hesitation. Up top, Nixon Hughes. Takes one dribble, now back to Coleman up top. Coleman drives left hand, pushes off with the right forearm, and he's called for a foul. Maybe a little bit of an acting job there as Josh Green could have been a thespian at Arlington Baptist as he a little animated as he flopped backwards after a little shove by Coleman's right forearm.
Well, in all my days of fishing, I'd say that was a lot more flopping than I've ever seen out of any fish.
Oh, you're quite the fisherman, huh?
Oh, well.
17:25 to play in this one. Rams lead by 6, 46-40. Anderson right corner, dribble off a ball pick, can't use it. Nowhere to go, so he gives it off to Green, left-hand side. He'll palm the ball with his right hand, drive into the lane. Nowhere to go, it's back to the basket. He needs some help. He'll give it up top to Eldridge, and they reset and give it to the point guard, Reed. Shot clock at 10. In the near side corner, it's Green off another ball screen. Dribbles to the foul line, left elbow. Bounce pass inside, anticipated by Coleman. Steals it, but the ball got knocked out from behind. Picked up by the Patriots. Anderson, an open 3, and it's good. Wow. A big run by the Patriots. It's a 10-0 run, and they're now down by 3 to the Rams, 46-43. Gilchrist in the lane, runner no good. Rebounded, though, by Zach Jones, and he's going to be fouled on the arm. That reached across the arm as he was trying to pass it back out. And it'll be Rams basketball down low.
Yeah, what a series of unfortunate events on the other side. You see Keenen Coleman come up with a steal, and then it just thuds off of a Patriots player and ends up back in their possession. They get the three-pointer.
Here's now the inbounds up top. Dakota Rawls drives in the lane. He stops, and he puts a runner in over Eldridge. He banked it in. Thought he was being called for the charge. The official up top, Reggie Eggins, said it was a blocking foul on Eldridge. And the way Rawls stopped abruptly and the defender flopped, I thought that could be a charge on Dakota.
Well, if you're Fred Reich, you want your players to sell that a little bit more. But at the same time, that was one of those calls that really could have gone either way. It could have been a charge, but at the same time, could have been a block.
Well, no free throws, so very surprising. They said fouls on the floor. Rams ball underneath their basket. Inbounds Coleman. He goes down the baseline to the hoop, all the way to the goal, lays it in over 2 Patriots. He's fouled, and it counts. And again, Keenen Coleman just too much athletic ability for this Arlington Baptist squad.
He's picking up right where he left off, averaging 20.3 points a game. He's already got 16 in this one. He's well on his way.
And so at the free throw line, it's Coleman shooting 1. Rams in game number 7 here tonight, trying to pick up win number 5 on the season. Go to 5-2. Free throw good by Coleman. Rams lead 49-43 over Arlington Baptist. Here's Reed walking the ball across the timeline to the top of the circle. Right-hand side of the key, and now comes to Anderson. Rams hedge on the screen. Anderson slowed down by the post. Zach Jones. Now he'll give the pass on the right-hand side to Reed. He'll dribble down the baseline. Pull-up jumper over Gilchrist, no good. And we're having an over-the-back foul call as Lennox had position. And somebody climbed his back on the Patriots side. It was on Bryce Jackson to be Rams basketball.
Well, on the offensive side, that's something you don't want to see on the Rams. They would call for the double team. Zach Jones came over to help, but then as the runner starts to move, he backs off a little bit too early and almost gave the Patriots a good look on the offensive side.
So it'll be Angelo State basketball. Left-hand side of the circle. Here's with it Coleman. Looking to give it inside. He's got the ball left-hand side, starts left, goes right, little crossover, but he lost control. Luckily, it's picked up by Rawls outside the perimeter. Now driving the lane is Gilchrist, knifing his way to the bucket, and he's going to be fouled as he was going up to shoot. Javea Keene-Gilchrist, who hit the game winner in the Rams' last game a week ago against Southeastern Oklahoma, draws a foul, will shoot two, but now a timeout. It's Angelo State 49, Arlington Baptist 43. Back in a moment with more Rams basketball on 1260 KKSA. After leading by 11 points at halftime, you would have expected maybe the Rams to pull away here in the second half. And that has not been the case. Angelo State up by just 6, 49-43 over Arlington Baptist. And out of the timeout, free throws by Javea Keene-Gilchrist. First one's up and no good.
Arlington Baptist actually winning this second half, outscoring the Rams 10-5.
Gilchrist connects on the second free throw. Rams are only 3 for 8 at the foul line as a team. Rams up 7. Now a full court zone press. Here's a steal, a half court by Gilchrist. Up the floor to Coleman. He'll go right to the basket, left-hand side, underneath his man, and a finger roll is up and good. A scoop to the hoop, and a timeout now by Clifton McDaniel of Arlington Baptist. We'll take another full timeout and be back in 60 seconds. Rams up by 9, 52-43. Back after this, and Rams basketball on 1260 KKSA. Rams basketball, Dallas Arlington Baptist basketball as they trail by 9, 52-43. Back here in San Angelo at the Janelle Center Stevens Arena. Full court press, Rams nearly get another steal. Now a 3 in the corner by Josh Green, no good. Line drive 3, grabbed by Dakota Rawls. Rawls will bring the ball up the floor, give it over to Keenen Coleman. He's trapped, now up top Rawls. He'll drive in, pull up at the foul line, jumper off the back of the rim and falls in for Dakota. Rawls' first basket of the game. Rams up by 11. In full court zone press. It's a 1-2-2 full court press here. Now Anderson breaking himself. He'll go down the paint, run over Zach Jones, and a charge is called. Good job by Zach Jones to stand his ground in the paint.
Shades of Joey Lennox there.
And that fouls on Marcus Anderson, his 4th personal. And Anderson, who's been their top scorer tonight for Arlington Baptist with 16 points. He'll stay in the game for now, though. Lennox with the right-hand side of the circle, 14:50 to play. Got another whistle and another foul. foul against the Patriots. Marshall Harrison called the foul, actually pointed at a moment for the Rams bench. Thought he was going to call something on the Rams bench. Instead, it was a reach-in foul called against Miles Valentino, who comes out of the game. It'll be a 1-and-1. That's already 7 fouls in Arlington Baptist. Free throw is up and good by Lennox. Makes it 55-43. Checking in now for the Rams, Hanif Nixon-Hughes. Dakota Rawls comes off the floor. And Xavier Chargot will check in next, in for Lennox. And it's good. Joey Lennox makes 2 free throws. He's got 10 points. He'll come out. Chargot comes in. The Rams have on the floor Hanif Nixon-Hughes, Xavier Chargot, Javea Keene-Gilchrist, Keenen Coleman, and Zach Jones. Full court press again. Pass up the floor, and they throw it away at half court. Boy, they're having all kinds of issues with that full court press by the Rams.
Well, and it's a good adjustment by Coach Reich. That's something that you definitely need to see the Rams adapt to. And now we saw a lot of the bad breaks go against ASU. Now it's kind of turning over and going against Patriots.
Rams trying to pick up the tempo with that full court press. They've now forced 12 turnovers, on Arlington Baptist. Nixon-Hughes double team low post, right corner Gilchrist. Whips a pass up top, wide open jumper by Chargot, no good. Grabbed by the Patriots, down the floor it's Green. He'll go baseline, pull up jumper from 12, he banks it in. We do have some good looking freshmen in this Arlington Baptist team.
Yeah, and Josh Green's a guy that's been playing hustle the whole game.
Now Javea Keene-Gilchrist drives the lane, lays it up and in. He's fouled and it counts. Wait a second.
Actually, I think they called a charge there on Keene-Gilchrist.
You're right, but the basket will count. That's twice now. You don't see that very often. Twice in this game, once on both teams. We've seen a charge called an offensive player, but the basket counted.
How does that work?
And he gets the foul, but the basket counts. But, yeah, I guess he got rid of the ball before the charge occurred. And now we're going to have a whistle and a reach-in foul on our go of Angelo State. Rams, by the way, lead now 58-45, a 13-point lead. Largest of the game after the Patriots had cut it down to a 3-point game. Rams now on a 10-0 run. Up top of the circle, it's Anderson. 14 minutes left to play in this ball game. Anderson left inside the circle, backs down Chargot to left elbow. Backdoor bounce pass to Green, goes over. Jones missed the layup, but a late whistle and a foul. Jones, I believe, fouled. Yeah,
it looks like Zach Jones trying to contest the shot. Thought he might have a chance at blocking that one. They ended up just coming up with all of Josh Green and none of the ball.
So at the free throw line, 2 shots for Josh Green. First one's on the way and good.
Josh Green, a guy seeing a lot of playing time in place of Reggie Bryce. Always nice to be able to replace one 6'8" guy with another one.
Second one good by Green. Josh Green now has 7 points. And the Rams lead 58-47. Gilchrist fakes a 3 up top. Nixon-Hughes. Jones wants the ball down low on the post. Has it middle of the lane. Shoots that jump hook with the right hand. Off the back iron, no good. Grabbed by Arlington Baptist. So the Rams just cannot pull away. Patriots cleaning and holding them into this ball game. Green goes baseline, runs over Jones, and there's another charge. Zach Jones had his feet just outside that arc, that little half circle that's underneath the basket. You got to be outside that circle as a defensive player to have that charge called against the offense. Marshall Harris pointed at his toes, saying he was just outside that circle.
That is that restricted zone with Zach Jones taking a second charge there, and that's something that
founded 1939. School that's played the Rams once. They played here 2 years ago. Actually, last season, excuse me. Rams got a big win a year ago and now playing the Patriots for the second time. That was the 7th foul on the Rams, 3rd personal on Lorenzo Freeman.
Not sure if this number's correct, but what I'm seeing is 147 students for Arlington Baptist. That speaks volumes to the size differential between these universities.
If that is the case, that would be very hard to believe.
Yeah.
Free throws are up and good by Wise, and 64-51 now. Rams lead by 13 after the 2 free throws by Wise. Here's Coleman, right-hand side of the circle. Far corner comes to Gilchrist up top of the key. Nixon Hughes holds on to it. He'll drive right in the lane. Back in the corner, it's Coleman. Whips a pass up top. Lennox. The Rams reverse it left side to Coleman. They'll drive baseline. Got double team. Cut off. Down the high post. Freeman puts up a teardrop in the lane. No good. Tips the ball around. It's grabbed by Arlington Baptist.
Well, and Freeman had an open look there. He had an open lane, actually. Just hesitated a little bit too long, and it closed up. Didn't get a good shot off.
Patriots basketball. It's Wise going down the lane, and a runner's up, no good. Freeman will grab the rebound for ASU. Give it over now to Gilchrist. He'll push the ball into the front court with 9:45 to play the game. Rams up 13. There's Coleman, a 3 right side. He got it. And the timeout used by Fred Wright. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Rams up 67-51. Back in 30 on KKSA.
Travis worked for you guys. Yeah. He's a good guy. I like him. Yeah, he is. He's cool dude.
67-51 is our count. Angelo State out of the timeout gets a steal off the full court press. Inside it's Coleman driving down the lane to the basket, lays it in. Just like that, the Rams have their largest lead now, up 18. 69-51. It's been that full court press making a difference. New player on the floor now, Steven Carmona, has just checked in, a freshman forward, 6'3" out of Houston. Here's Rod Reed with it. Up top of the arc now to Wise. He'll start left, come back right. He got called for a carry. And that is going to be 16 turnovers now on Arlington Baptist.
And you mentioned just a moment ago, the full court press really being the difference for this Rams defense. Makes you wonder why they didn't do it earlier on, but that's why they pay Fred Reich the big